let's try some of this NYX Buttermilk Glaze Soft Glow Skin Tint. Oh, I'm sleepy. I'm so sleepy. I've already like chugged most of my coffee. Squeeze a little bit out of the back of my hand here, and let's throw this on. Decent shade match. Okay. Yep, feels like sunscreen, that's for sure. Well, that looks pretty. Got a pimple on my nose. Oh, hey, you know what? Here's something weird. My husband was telling me I had something in the corner of my eye. And, I mean I did, but not only that, is that my eye drops have caused lashes, or like basically hairs, they're more like hairs, to grow in the corner of my eyes. Yeah. And they're dark on this eye, more so than this one. But like, can you see like the little bit of darkness right there? That's hair. That is like lash hairs. So I have that now because my eye drops, because they're glaucoma drops, and it's latanoprost, and that is the same thing that is in Latisse. So yeah, it will cause hair growth. I've heard people getting it like on their cheeks and stuff and having hair growth on their face, like their Latisse, like when their eyes water to get down their face, and they would notice more cheek peach fuzz. I haven't noticed anything like that, but yeah, did notice the inner corner hair. Like I've always had little fuzzy hairs right there, like peach fuzz in the inner corner of my eye, but now it's like black hairs too. I'm like, oh no. Well, that's a new challenge. Like, what do I do about that? Can you imagine trying to pluck that? No. Absolutely not. The skin tint is beautiful and dewy. Oh, that's pretty. Really nice coverage level. Just natural looking. How pretty. That's nice. That is very nice looking. And it looks very soft focus. Like it doesn't look, it's not emphasizing any texture. Like that looks pretty on the skin. Very flattering. It definitely has like a soft focus look to it. That's nice. Oh, I hope I don't have a reaction to it, because I really like the way that looks. That's pretty. That's pretty. Would you guys believe I had this shirt since I was in like 11th grade? Yep. Still going strong. Still looks like brand new somehow. How weird is that? And just for reference, I'm 38 years old. Yeah, and the shirt is still kicking. From Walmart. Going to Bloomin' Romance today, and we're gonna take first pencil from Jane Iredale just as an eye primer. So we're gonna take Rosé, and this has a nice sheen to it. That's gonna match what we're doing today just right. Just diffuse that out. Alright, and then let's go into Blooming Romance. I'm gonna start with this shade Crush. Light pink. Very soft pink. Let's get the brow bone. I'm gonna take some on the inner corner. I'm just working with the powder right now. Just brighten up right in here. Alright, and then I think we'll take some of Dreamy. I'm gonna take the powder on a fluffy brush. Dreamy is this one. I'm gonna bring that through the socket. And diffuse out. I'm gonna take it onto the little medium sweeper here. Same shade. I'm just gonna build it up on the outer corner. Alright, and I'm gonna take some, it's a different little brush. I'm gonna take some of the cream version of Dreamy. That same shade, I'm gonna use as a cream blush. I'm just gonna let that marry into the eyeshadow a bit right now. Then we'll do the concealer and kind of, you know. Yeah, let's do some concealer. We're gonna use the Glimmer, Revlon Glimmer Concealer. What a name. So I'm gonna try my usual concealer spots. And then back to my foundation brush. That's a pretty concealer. Yeah, it's pretty. It's not like super heavy coverage, it's like a lighter coverage. I'd say medium, but it is so smooth looking. Ooh. Revlon actually had a handful of things that were new that I wanted to kind of check out, but the concealer was the most intriguing. The rest of it was just like a cream blush and lip oil, things that I absolutely do not need any more of. Didn't stop me from being interested in it though. Yeah, that's really pretty. We'll definitely do a wear test of both this foundation and the concealer separately, and you know, I'll let you know fully how things are holding up with all that, but so far that's really nice. Okay, Wet n Wild pink powder now. Ooh. Oh goodness, that was a lot. I'm gonna take that on my Lottie London puff. And we're gonna sit down under the eye and T-zone with this. Yep, that looks nice. That's a nice powder too. It's actually very similar to the Huda powder, just not quite as bright. Just not quite as pink, you know? But yeah, good drugstore option for a pink. This one and the Lottie London one. I think you can't go wrong with either one. So it looks really good. And I already know this formula. The formula's great. It's, oh my goodness, it's so blurring. Man, photo focus really is such a good powder. I'm gonna dust a little bit on the rest of the face. We still have that glow from the butter glaze coming through, and as this wears, it'll become more, you know, a little bit glowy throughout the day. I think that looks really nice. Really nice. Quartz Queen pencil in the waterline. Then we'll take a little bit of this. Jane Iredale. This isn't a super like unique color that you couldn't get from, I'm pretty sure Maybelline, Milani, and L'Oreal have a rose gold kind of pinky color like this. It's just one of the useful shades. It's a very Naked 3 type of color. And then on my medium sweeper here, we're going to take some of Dreamy and come right under here. And we take some of the powder of Dreamy and put a little bit of that on the cheeks. Just taking it on the fan brush because it fits into the pan really well. And we can just dust over that. There we go. Nice and blushy and kind of monochromatic. All right, I'm gonna grab Glowgasm from Charlotte here for a little bit of glow. Just gonna take the same brush and we'll do just this champagne color, I think. All right, I'm gonna take a tiny bit of the bronzer from in here as well. Just right here. A little bit more warmth in. I'm gonna take a little bit of my Halo Glow powder and use that as a finishing powder. It's a pressed one. put on my mascara, I'm going to take an angled brush and take a little bit of XO, the deepest shade in here, taking the pomade. I'm just going to put a little bit of that right here at the lashes. It's a super duper dark, cool tone burgundy. I'm just doing a very like soft, kind of hazy application of that. Alright, now I'm going to go ahead and curl my lashes, put on my mascara, touch on my brows, all of that jazz for mascara. We're doing the Clinique Black Honey. Taking some Pillow Talk for lipstick today. I just lined my lips with e.l.f. lip liner and Malvaside. And maybe we'll do a little bit of Moon Lifter Gloss. Makeup is done. I think it came out really nice today. I want to go for something soft and just kind of pinky, nothing too dramatic, you know, or harsh. I mean, it's church and Valentine's Day, so, or like kind of a Valentine's Day, so I thought I'd do something pink. Hair is doing pretty good today. I think we're in good shape with the hair. I'm gonna take a pick through it. Yeah, I was looking online at Old Navy. They have got some cute like skirts and dresses and like kind of work clothes, like that style, and some stuff that could definitely lean into my dark academia vibes. It's like, I'm gonna have to do a Old Navy shopping trip, I think. I feel like I look a little ghostly. I am. So what am I gonna do about that? Alright, and I'm gonna finish off with some perfume. I just gotta throw my earrings on and shoes and we'll be good to go. So I'm gonna do the Body Afrique from Byredo. I'm gonna go actually make some more coffee. Regular coffee this time, not mushroom coffee. I feel like 1 cup of that a day is all you really need. Probably supposed to have, I don't know. I don't know if you could do more than 1 cup. Because I did have that today in my rice mushroom coffee. But again, I'm still working on my soda from yesterday. I think I'm just gonna make some regular coffee in my Go cup, which I need to wash also. Alright, I'll see you guys in a bit. Oof. Oof. Hi. Good morning. It is morning. It's just way too early in the morning. And I'm up. I don't want to be up. I just couldn't sleep. My face hurt. And my face hurt. I had dental work today, so I was kind of pounding. So it's like, you know what? I'm laying here scrolling through brain rot. I'm getting out of bed and gonna like actually do something productive until I feel sleepy. So here we are. Last thing I think I recorded was actually my Valentine's Day evening. Me and my husband actually had a lovely little Valentine's Day. We went and got Asian food and went to Lowe's, looked at sinks because we're gonna get a new sink, I think. Like, you know what, let's get a new sink. So we did that. It was a nice day, and then I did some nice quiet study time and reading and planning, and I gotta do some more planning because I've actually got a lot going on right now work-wise. I've got sponsorships happening. Yeah, it's happening. Big things. So I actually have real deadlines, and so things aren't quite so willy-nilly, so I gotta kind of work on that, and I've got to plan out content for those things. Two sponsorships coming up that fit with the channel perfectly, by the way. They're not like anything weird. It's stuff I already like and use, and so it works, trust me. One of them's short form, one of them's long form, and just very excited about those opportunities, so it's pretty cool. Also, we're fully monetized now, so yay. Anyway, yes, I'm very swollen over here. I don't know if you can tell, but I sure can tell, so I can sure feel it. So anyway, I need to backtrack. I'm jumping ahead, but I do need to do a lot of planning things out here in my planner, and I need to do a absolute ton of computer work and like editing. So that's what I'm gonna take like the next couple of days to do, is just computer while this heals. I had a vigorous root canal today. Okay, so I mean, root canals really aren't that big a deal in and of themselves. They're not that big a deal, but we had some little hiccups with it today. It was a complicated situation that needed to get addressed. Like there was a cavity underneath a filling, which had happened before. It's the second time, right next to the tooth that was the culprit previously. Hence why I look so beat up, okay? I've not had a great day. Well, actually, I've had a pretty rocky week in general. Hold on, I got a lot to tell you about. Hold on. So anyway, the root canal though, I got there and my pulse was kind of weird. And they're like, oh, we don't want to give you the numbing with the epinephrine in it. So we can only give you the numbing that wears off really quick. Which I've had before and I usually do okay with, and they just have to re-up it. Well, they had to do it 3 times this go around. And he was like, I can't give you any more. He was like, I was afraid this was going to happen. And they wanted me to like reschedule and like go get with my GP and get like a sedative first. And this whole thing, I'm like, nah, give it a minute. My pulse will settle down. I'm just real flustered feeling, because it's just flustered. And apparently that's a side effect of my other medication and my thyroid. And that also makes me metabolize numbing really quickly. So that explains why I always have to have additional numbing midway through any procedure. So there's that. Anywho, I had to have a lot of shots in the palate of my mouth, like the roof of my mouth today. So that's mostly what the pain is, and just a lot of like throbbing happening in this region. And it's this tooth back here. He said he tried to make it pretty. Okay, so because it's gonna show a little bit, and I gotta have it for before I get the tip on and the crown. That's gonna be not until a month from now, so I gotta live with the situation. So he's like, I want to make it look nice at least, you know. So he did take the time to do that, and I couldn't feel any of that part because the root canal was done. The only thing I was like feeling was just like the feeling coming back and pressure more than anything. It wasn't like, oh my god, pain. It was just like, ooh, I feel things though, and I'm nervous that I'm gonna feel something sharp, but I didn't. I was fine. And we were like almost done. He's like, I'm trying my best not to hurt you, I promise. And he's the sweetest endodontist ever. Like, I always enjoy when he works on me because he's very nice. I think I've had root canals with him like twice. It's 2 doctors at this particular office, and that's all they do is root canals. It's like their specialty. So they're like precision with it, and it's a very seamless experience most of the time. This is like, I don't know, it was a weird day, but I've had like a weird week. So I got prescribed an antibiotic after I had the wisdom tooth pulled. Guess who has an allergic reaction to it? Of course, me. Because the one that I usually take, they said is pulled, but no one else can find that it's pulled. Anyway, so I get the fun throat closing up experience last week, and then got called in another prescription. This time I get the fun hivey experience of breaking out in hives Sunday evening. Like, I was a little itchy at church. I noticed, I was like, but I thought it was because the weather was being weird and got like really cold, and it wasn't like bad. I was like, you know, sometimes you just get be itchy, you know? And my skin's been a little dry. So I didn't think anything of it. I'm an itchy person as it is. But yeah, it was like my skin just kind of was feeling off though. My skin felt like I had used an SPF I was allergic to a little bit on my face. My makeup was sitting funny. I've noticed that when I have an allergic reaction, the surface of my skin just isn't right, and like makeup doesn't sit right. It's a weird thing to notice, but it's what I noticed. And so that was happening, but I was like, it's probably because of previous allergic reaction and dry skin and just whatever. I only had 1 dose of the other antibiotics. So I really wasn't thinking that much of it because it usually takes a couple of doses for me to notice anything. And then I took a nap after church. I crashed because we went Bible study at 9, which was really cool because we're doing a deep dive into like death and funerals and how baptism relates to it. That's like a whole interesting topic there, which I could talk about more. But so we were doing that, and then we had church, and then we all went. 7 of us went out for lunch afterwards to Outback, and that was not the best idea in the world because we were there for like 3 hours because there were 7 of us, and trying to get a table. But it was actually really fun though, and just a nice spending time together, fellowship stuff, getting to know one another. So we did that, and then I went home. After I got home, I crashed. Like that was really hard sleeps where you wake up and you don't know where you are, who you are, what year it is. You feel like you teleported and you're all just bleh. And I was sitting on the couch in the office, and I noticed my hands are itchy. I was like, my lips feel funny. They're kind of itchy. My face is itchy. The insides of my ears are itchy. My tonsils are itchy. My lips itch. I was like, uh-oh, I'm having an allergic reaction because my hands started breaking out in hives, and like my fingers were itching. It wasn't your normal itchy places if you're just having a regular old itch. Like, your fingers don't just itch, and like your lips and the inside of your ears and your tonsils, like it's usually an allergy type of thing. You feel you're itchy on the inside. And then I felt another little bit of the throat closing situation start to happen again. Nipped at the bud, got the Benadryl in me pretty quick. Had some ice cream for dinner. I was all set. And that was fine. And then yesterday now, was the root canal and all that, and then that was the little kerfuffle. Then maybe just sit there and calm down with a pulse monitor on me until my pulse went down. I was like, I'm just anxious and I'm frustrated. And just feeling. Anyway, we got that done. and I'm just hurty, sore. So I have to actually call my jump practitioner today and just check in with her about the high pulse rate and all that. I was supposed to report anything like that with my medicine, my thyroid medicine, and it went back down to normal within a few minutes. I'm still like a better Taylor, and then I have to call the dentist office again and tell them, can you please try to call CPRO in and see if that's okay, see if they let you call it in, because I don't think it got pulled. I think someone's confused. Or find me another antibiotic I can take. And also, I think I was gonna have a bad reaction to the second one. If I had taken another one, it was gonna be bad because my body is already like on high alert. Like my histamines are histamining, and yeah, they're like, oh no, it's party time. So, yeah, friend said I know how to party, and boy do I know how to throw a party. So much fun. Did I tell you what time my doctor's appointment was? My dentist's appointment at 2:30. I was like, really? 2:30? Really, guys? I don't think they should be allowed to schedule anybody at 2:30 just because of the pun. You shouldn't be able to do it. I'm having some mushroom coffee also right now. I feel like I needed that. It doesn't have like a ton of caffeine in it, so. And I feel like I won't be able to go to sleep in a little bit. But anywho, I need to like edit. I've got actually a ton of videos filmed, which is good. Yeah, you see us like swollen, which is good. I just need to do the actual editing part. But I've been very just drowsy lately and just well, I had a Benadryl hangover and that lingers, so that wasn't fun. I don't do well with the Benadryls. But I learned how to live stream on Facebook this week, so that's something I've figured out how to do. And that's my new job, is live streaming church services. I'm having fun with that. I actually I was laying in bed and I like kind of was dozing off. I started reading Dostoevsky. I can barely speak English, don't make me speak Russian. Crime and Punishment. I saw a quote from it that I really liked, so I was like, it's free on Amazon Prime. I'm gonna read it. So I started reading that, but then I started watching stupid brain rot again with the ASMR restocking videos that angered me. But I found like one person I actually kind of enjoyed watching because I like the way she showed like cooking and actually using the stuff, and it didn't feel wasteful and excessive with her content. Because she actually was like, you could tell it was like really getting used, and yeah, it wasn't just, it was a little more realistic, and like I enjoyed it. But so I kept watching her videos. Then I was hot, then I was cold, and it's uncomfortable, and then my face started hurting, started throbbing. So I was like, I'm gonna get him to take some more Toradol. Yeah, I did not feel great after that appointment. I asked him, I was like, can I go get a milkshake afterwards? Because the other dentist told me to get a Frosty, and it made my mouth feel a lot better. And they're like, I was like, I'm gonna go to PJ's Coffee House and get a frozen hot chocolate. And that was very nice. That felt very good. Man, frozen hot chocolates are tasty too. I'm not usually in like frozen drinks that much, except like from Smoothie King, but like just like a milkshakey type thing, it's really not my thing. I'd rather just have ice cream. And but yeah, that was very nice on the mouth. I should have bought some more ice cream this evening at the store, but I didn't, because we actually went and got Japanese food for dinner, because noodles, I can get noodles there and some soft to eat. And we stopped by the grocery store because I realized I didn't have anything to eat tomorrow or today for lunch or anything like that. It's like, crap, I don't have any groceries at home. I went and bought like groceries to donate, but didn't buy groceries for myself. That's how my brain works. I'm very much one thing at a time, but I was so just kind of like tired and feeling. After we ate, went to the grocery store, I forgot half the stuff I needed. The things that I actually like legit needed, I forgot all about, so I'm gonna have to go back tomorrow. But I got myself some protein pasta and some Alfredo sauce because I was like really full and like nothing sounded good and didn't want to eat anything. Then my husband got a hot pot at the Japanese place. He's never gotten that before. I don't think I've ever seen anybody get it in person. And it was kind of like ramen, but it had udon noodles, I think was what was in it. It was like a soup. It had chicken or pork, something. It had some sort of meat in it. And it looked so good. And I tasted the broth. I'm gonna get that next time because that was delicious. I should have got that. I had hibachi noodles and rice, just easy. Because it's not like it's painful. I just can't bite down on that side right now. It's like bone soreness and gum soreness, but the tooth itself doesn't hurt because there's no nerve in the tooth anymore. But yeah, I'm a hot mess this week. Like, I'm beat up. So, anywho, we were so absorbed though during our Bible study. We finished up like our study, and we were kind of taking a break just to talk about church things, like kind of the theological view within the church of funeral rites and death and how baptism plays into all of that. And I was so fascinated and just so many questions answered that I've had forever that I've never really had an answer to. And you know, you can watch videos and stuff on theological topics and all that, but it's not the same as speaking to someone in person who's trained and that was really very edifying. And all of us sitting around the table were just like, yeah, like I was making notes. And I think we're gonna finish up this one next week, and we got a worksheet to do, and then we're gonna talk about like the church body, like the body of Christ is the church like the Catholic Church with a little c, as in the church as a whole, not denomination wise. So we're gonna do a little thing on that, which I'm really interested in. And we got VBS coming up to plan for, fun stuff, and I'm so excited, and that has brought me so much joy. I did not know how happy having a that kind of community and would mean, like how much joy that would bring and richness to my life that was missing. I didn't realize how kind of cut off I was from the, not really socially, but just, it's definitely something I needed. Anyway, hopefully this will settle down. I'm gonna at least get these videos like plotted out, as like a timeline made. My hair is so crazy. Like, it's not dirty or anything, it's just I've had it like in a ponytail for 2 days straight, and I don't know why it's not dirty looking. It's just goofy. I don't know. But I did get to go to the gym finally and get a good workout in, because I did have a brief Saturday was a day of no pain and no allergic reaction happening. So I had like a really like solid good day Saturday and Sunday morning until I woke up from the nap. I was like, yes, and I felt so good getting back in the gym, lifting weights, and realized, yeah, I hadn't lost much strength or anything. And I wanted to go yesterday morning. But I remembered, oh yeah, you're not supposed to do that before dental work because it can mess with your blood pressure and pulse rate, and it affects the numbing and all that. So it was a good thing I didn't, because it would have probably been even worse. But I don't know, I just wasn't having it with rescheduling. I was like, we're doing it today. I'll take the risk. Do you want me to sign a waiver? I also have a couple of gifts that I've been meaning to show you guys that I just haven't gotten around to show you. So I'll probably get to do that this evening. And I know I've yapped a lot just now, but I'm gonna do some computering and try to get sleepy and get a little nappy in. And then I think I'm just gonna start out a new vlog this afternoon. I'm not 100% sure. I'm gonna see how much footage I got. So we'll see. I'll tell you about it regardless. So you've seen me at the computer enough this week, so I'm just gonna get to it and yeah.